Hey everybody, what's up from Roll, Minnesota, your state of skate. I'm Butch Lehman, and today we're in for another episode of Rolling Reactions. Now, one of the things I like to do on this channel is highlight skaters from across the world, deserving skaters, and just shine a spotlight on some of their many accomplishments. Today's skater is one that I'm only vaguely familiar with, and honestly, he might be the most talented skater that I've ever seen in this age level. Now, I believe he's the reigning E-Fees Competition Junior Division Champion, and I've seen some clips from him at Winter Clash in the past, but I've gone down this rabbit hole of checking out all of his posts on Instagram, and it's just like non-stop, one amazing trick after another. If there's ever any evidence that the future is bright in this state of rollerblading, I think Danilo Senna is that. So we're going to check out some of his profiles that he's put out and some of his many Instagram clips. This is going to be kind of a raw take on him. But to me, this is everything that's right with rollerblading, is these young, talented inline skaters that are going to carry the torch into the next generation. Anyway, guys, I invite you to join me. And even more so, I invite you to go like, follow, support Danilo, because he is a fantastic skater. And honestly, I've never really seen anyone quite like him. Let's check it out. All right, so this first part is a part from USD, and I believe this was about 9 months ago, back in 2021. And just look at him kill this down rail with the confidence of a really experienced skater. He's getting all the 450 tricks in, and these are tricks you don't see from even a lot of professionals, let alone somebody that's as young and talented as Danilo is. Like, look at that, he's going 540 to true Mizu 360 out. And the other thing is he's got the big air tricks as well, and that's something you're going to see as a theme throughout this. I think that was a 1260. Got a picturesque backflip happening here. And, you might make the argument that these are all park clips, and to be a well-balanced skater, usually there's that opinion that you also need to skate street. And with these kind of tricks at a park, I imagine that the crossover into street wouldn't be difficult for him. Got a really nice true fish right there. Going the 270 back unity to soul. And I think he just has the entire package of what anybody should if they're going to be considered an accomplished professional skater. It's technical. He's got stunt tricks. I just have nothing but positive things to say about him, and I can't believe that I haven't seen more of him, that he hasn't released more profiles, because admittedly, there's not a whole lot of content on Danilo up on YouTube. It's all on like TikTok and Instagram. And so maybe I'm a bit of a boomer and I'm still living in, our old school social media platforms and haven't migrated to these new locations yet, but he is absolutely killing it. I think this kid's got a bright future ahead of him. I really do. Check this out. I think that was a 1620. It's unreal. All right, due to the absence of a bunch of YouTube sections, I thought we'd take it to the Instagram profile. We got Danilo's profile up here. Definitely go give him a follow, give him some likes. Check out his many, many inline skating posts. These are really, really good tricks in some of these. We'll take a look at some of them together. I haven't really previewed all of these. Look at that, I got the clean 900, and he's no stranger to doing like corkscrews and flat spins. That kind of air is something you don't often see from even professionals, let alone somebody as young as him. Really clean 540 true topsoul there. The other thing that I want to comment on is like a lot of these skate parks look really fun. I'm not sure where he's from or like what his home park is, if these are ones that he's just visited intermittently, but he seems to just decimate pretty much every park he comes into contact with. And in some of the clips that you'll see later on, he does these long extended lines that are just mind-blowing how consistent he is with these really difficult tricks. Let's see what else we can find. All right, I think we'll check out this one next. This was an advertisement for the Sam Crofts USD skates, and my buddy Brad Magnuson skates these, and they look really nice in person. Always been a big fan of these types of skin skates personally. And once again, he's just going to let loose an arsenal of technical tricks as well as some stunts. Going into TTP there on the A-frame rail, and there's going to be some big spin tricks in this one as well. One of the things that does bother me a little bit, and maybe this is a generational gap, but the portrait style filming aspect ratio, I feel like leaves a lot to be desired because you can't really get a good context of what's coming and what's going. The frame is just too narrow. And maybe that's, like I said, the generational gap with growing up using landscape. But I guess it makes sense. The platform of Instagram and TikTok are definitely geared for the vertical filming. And no disrespect to Danilo on that, because the tricks more than make up for that aspect ratio to me. It's just a minor technical detail. When you got those types of tricks, it doesn't matter where we're seeing it. All right, I think what we need next is some quarter pipe skating, so we'll look at some transitions here. Going in with a really long top sole around the bowl. Full alley-oop top sole. That's a pretty technical trick right there. And he's just killing this. You know, I think seeing the younger generation, especially through the EFES competition, they had a junior event. There were so many talented younger skaters from across the world that I'm really optimistic about the state of blading right now. I know a lot of us are older, we're in our 30s, some of us in our 40s, looking at what does the future hold. But seeing this kind of raw talent and how it's developed over the last few years has me really optimistic. So, I don't know. I mean, how can you argue with stuff like that? All right, this one looks like a circus act for sure, so we got to watch this. Going up for the big backside stall and the sketchy, shaky fence, which is a trick in and of itself. I like how that incorporates different aspects of blading. You got the slalom, the cone skating with the big flip over top. Nice misty flip over top somebody. Like, these are the types of tricks, too, that, like, to the outside observer, they're going to get juiced on these types of flips. And I've always liked flips myself. And, you know, when we're trying to market to a broader audience than just rollerbladers, there's definitely a place for that kind of stunt skating. I fully expect to see Danilo just completely shredding the FEES competitions here in the future. I'm not sure to what extent he's been entered in those in the professional division, but I definitely think he could hold his own there, and I look forward to seeing how he develops into a competition skater if he chooses to go that route. Look at that flat spin into alley-oop sole. Locked in well, held the grind for a while. Yeah, happy 2022 to you too, sirs. What a great way to end the year. All right, this next one just really had me dumbfounded by the level of technicality, but more so the consistency. Check this out. Goes flipping over the spine, and if that's not enough, just string together a few more tricks coming into the quarter pipe. True fish. Back over the spine. I feel like an X Games announcer right now, but going 540 true top sole, which is not really a trick you see in a line, especially when you follow it up with a 540 true Mizu. Just spinning everywhere. Get the kink box in there with top sole, the true top sole down. That is a line. Like, he just absolutely kills everything, including these mini ramps and boxes. And there's actually more tricks that happen at this particular spot that he posted in a separate video onto Instagram. So I think we'll take a look at that one too. All right, I think I found it. I think it was this one that I wanted to look at. It was coming in with a lot of speed, going up for the big wall stall, back in, setting up. Check this out. 720 top sole. Yeah, 720 top sole. Going into 450 alley-oop unity, or for those of you out there that call it a front Savannah, 540 kind grind. Just the level of consistency here is just unreal. 540 true top sole. And sure, he touched the wall, but whatever. I mean, look at this. 540 true Mizu. He seems in disbelief, but like how he's able to lock all of these tricks back to back to back shows me that he's got it. Like, this kid has got it. He needs more attention. He needs more love and support from the industry. He's the future. I'm just throwing it out there. I know I'm throwing a lot of praise out there, but that's one of the things that I want to do on this channel. Definitely highlight those that are deserving of being highlighted. And it's not just the professionals that have been around for 20 years. It's also those that are up and coming, that are giving their all to the sport and taking it to new heights. We need people like that. That's what progression is. That's what blading is all about. Anyway, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this one on Danilo Senna. I hope you guys are willing to endure my rambles and all of my praise and my circular talking in this one. I just really am dumbfounded. It's not often that you see this amount of talent packed into somebody that's so young and has just endless potential to them. And I think it's a good representation of blading as a whole, that our sport has always been amazing, and there's always been so much untapped talent and a future generation that can carry the torch and take the sport into new places that our previous professionals have trailblazed for us all. I think that's ultimately what we're here for now as older skaters, more experienced skaters, is we need to make sure that that legacy lives on and that we're doing our part to support that next generation as they take over. It's something I feel very passionately about, and if that's something you guys feel passionately about as well, here's what you can do. Visit some of the profiles of these younger skaters, leave them positive comments, give them the support and likes at your local skate park, encourage people. That's what we can do. We can build up others, we can be encouraging, we can mentor, and if we can do those things, rollerblading is going to be in a really good spot in the future. Anyway, guys, I'm Butch Lehman of Roll, Minnesota. I encourage you to stay safe, stay healthy, and get out there and do some rollerblading. We'll see y'all with the next video. Until then, peace, everybody.